easier movement here. Today we're just going to have a brief chat about what type of things you can change in your training routine that can help to really get past that plateauing effect that people get at the gym, whereas they're finding that after a while the same routine's giving them less and less returns basically. Firstly, just talking about the routine, so there's plenty of things like eating, sleeping, stress at work that all can kind of impact with this. But firstly we'll talk about essentially a law of diminishing returns for people who are doing gym. So if you are new to the gym, so you've done really no strength training or muscle training at all, and you go into the gym, you will find that initially you'll get great amount of returns, as in for dosage response, as in if you go 3 times a week to the gym, you're going to get significantly higher results than say if you have a longer history in the gym. So the more and more you are adapting and used to doing resistance training, kind of like the less and less response you get. And this is because the body's adapting more, and you're gonna kind of try to figure out how to continuously stress the body. So typically one of the things that I like to think about is time under tension, which means if we were saying to a bicep curl, how long can we keep the weight underneath the muscle working? So if you think like going up very slow, coming down very slow. So if you're finding that you're doing activity and you're not getting the same amount of muscle building effect, a really good one to do is simply increase the time under tension without really having to worry much about the weights. That's a good one. And secondly is also changing up the movement pattern, as in if you're simply just doing bicep curls over and over again just like this, the body will adapt and get better at doing this, which is good for, say, if you had a bicep curl performance and you want to get, do as many curls as you can in a minute. You want your body to become nice and efficient, not stressed doing this movement. But if you're trying to, say, tear and rebuild and kind of build muscle size, you don't want the body to get used to doing this action. So if you go do this and, we go and do an inverse curl, so we use more your brachioradialis, if you were doing preaches, eccentric hanging chin-ups, as long as you're kind of changing up a little bit or going a bit more wider to a degree, you want to try and keep the body almost not getting used to the movement. So if you want, you can think of a 2-week cycle. So for 2 weeks you do bicep curls like this, and then for the next 2 weeks you do eccentric hanging chin-ups, and then you kind of go back and forth. So you want to really keep the body not getting used to the weight and all the movement together to continuously stress the body. And admittedly, you will have to be upping the magnitude of what you're doing and also the resistance. So if you're finding that you're getting that plateau, look at, are you doing the same action over and over again, and how long is the actual weight loaded on the muscle. If any of these things still don't make any sense to you, or you're still finding you're quite stuck, come in and see me. We can review your exercise routine. I can even look at you doing some activities, and we might be able to find something there that we can change.